Hello, welcome my dear students of class 9th. Dear student, I am Rajendra from LPM Public School, Gorakhpur. Dear students, after discussing so many questions from cell in my previous videos, now let us discuss about the question answers of the chapter that is tissue. Dear students, as you know that the tissue is the structural and functional association of different types of the cells, and all the questions that are based on the this chapter, that is tissue. Dear students, come to very short answer questions, and questions like what are the different types of the plant tissue, and answer will be, question is what are the different types of the plant tissue, then answer will be the meristematic and meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. So dear students, the answer is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Permanent tissue are of simple and complex. So you can answer in short way like this, in a single line. Dear student, second question, that is define simple tissue. Simple tissues can be defined as the types of permanent tissue which is consisted of parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. My dear students, come to the third question, that is again give the names of elements found in phloem. So third, that is the elements of phloem are phloem fiber, sieve plate, sieve tube, and phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma. So you can reply the question of this answer like this. Now dear student, come to the next short answer type of question, that is what is connective tissue. What is connective tissue? So answer is connective tissues are the group of cells responsible for connect each part of the body. For example, blood, lymph, bone, cartilage, etc. So dear student, you can answer the question of that you can define this connective tissue like this. Dear student, come to the some other question like what is the function of neuron? So one more question from this segment, VSA. This is VSA, and answer 5, that neuron are the unit structure of nervous system, unit structure of nervous system, and its function as, and their functions are neurotransmission, of messages from different parts. So my dear students, these are 5 questions that have been taken from the very short answer segment of the chapter tissue, and you can reply the very short answer question like this. Either you complete this in 1 line, or you can complete this in 2 lines, you can complete this in 1 and 1/4 line. So that questions has to be answered just within 2 lines, because that is a very short answer questions in a perfect way. My dear students, come to the next segment, and that is short answer questions. And that short answer questions are give the 2 points of differences between the striated and non-striated muscular tissue. My dear student, while replying the answer of this question, remember one thing, that the striated muscles are called voluntary muscles, while non-striated muscles are called involuntary muscles. So, striated muscles are found in the forming the body structure, thus they get arranged on the bones and they are meant for especially for the physical one, and they get controlled by the voluntary nervous system, while non-striated muscles are like smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. They controlled by the autonomous nervous system, and that is why they are called the involuntary muscles. Means we cannot control these muscles with our willpower, with our wish. So you can reply the question like this. My dear students, write short notes on following collenchyma. Dear student, collenchyma are the cells which are found in the simple permanent tissue in all plants of the body, and these collenchyma are having they don't have the intercellular space because of the thick lining of their cell wall. Something like this. This is the collenchyma. This is the collenchyma. So they are having the thick cell wall. So there is no any intercellular space. So these are the collenchyma. Next, that is the sclerenchyma. Dear student, the sclerenchyma are found mainly on the seed coats, and it is made up of the sclerites, and these are the dead cells, while this collenchyma are the living cells. Glandular epithelium. My dear student, this glandular epithelium are found in different glands as the outer lining and inner lining of that particular gland, because that is the glandular epithelium. That is for the purpose of the different types of the secretions. Connective tissue. Dear students, this connective tissue, as we have already discussed here, the connective tissue are the group of cells which are responsible to connect each part of the body. For example, blood, cartilage, bone, limbs, etc. My dear students, write two characteristics of nerve cell. The first characteristic, that is the nerve cells are elongated cells, and they are composed of the two parts, cell body cytosol and elongated body, that is axon. And second characteristic is that these cells are connected with each other at the synapses for the neural transmittance, for the chemical transmission from one point to other point. My dear student, come to next question. What is the specific function of the cardiac muscles? Dear student, the cardiac muscles are, suppose these are the cardiac muscles. The cardiac muscles are made up of muscular band. They are made up of the muscular band which are responsible for the rhythmic contraction and relaxation, so that the cardiac region, the heart, start its functions. And during the start of the life, when heart formed inside the human baby, that heart when get started, it function throughout the life. That is because of its specific structure as the cardiac muscular tissue. My dear students, the other question, that is, write one term for the following tissues that join muscle to bone. The muscle and bone get together with the help of the tendons, and the fat reservoir of the body, that is the intercellular space and lymphatic vessels. Next, that support fills the space inside the organs and help repairing of the tissue. The tissue fluid that fills the space inside the organs and help repairing the tissue. So, and one more question, that it depend upon the diagrammatic representation. There is a diagram given here, and that diagram is like something like this, labeling. So this is a diagram, that is this is the three parts. There are three parts. So you can label it. So my dear students, if you label it, this is the apical meristematic tissue. This is the intercalary meristematic tissue, and this is lateral meristematic tissue. So my dear students, these are some questions that are taken from the chapter tissue, which are consisting of very short answer question and short answer questions. My dear students, in the next video, the remaining part of the questions as well as some of the MCQ and also the concept based questions, role play, group discussion, etc. that will be discussed in the next video. For today, this is enough. Thank you. If you like this video, put a like. If you dislike this video, put a dislike. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a good day.